Another Hydraulian guy that I used to work for.
If you're not 15 minutes early, you're late.
That was his attitude.
Yep.
Maybe he was related somehow.
All right. I'll call the village board meeting to order. Would the clerk please call the roll?
Trustee Gus.
Here.
Trustee Jensen.
Here.
Trustee Miller.
Here.
Trustee Addison.
Here.
Trustee Siddick.
Here.
Trustee Wells.
Here.
Attorney Frollo.
Here.
Mayor Hucker.
Here.
And Clerk McDonald's present.
All right. If you would rise and join me in the pledge. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic which stands one nation under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. All right. First item on the agenda is public comment for any agenda items. Anyone wish to address the board for agenda items? All right. We shall move on then to our consent agenda, which includes the following two items. Approval of the village board regular meeting minutes from February 23rd and bills presented for payment in the amount of $235,986.52. Do we have a motion to approve consent agenda?
So moved.
Second.
Motion by Gus, second by Miller. Discussion? Roll call, please.
Trustee Gus.
Aye.
Trustee Jensen.
Aye.
Trustee Miller.
Aye.
Trustee Addison.
Aye.
Trustee Siddick. Trustee Wells.
Aye.
Motion carries. Next up, mayor's report. Just be careful driving tonight, I guess. Hope it doesn't end up being 8 inches. Give our public works guys a breather. Next up, we have trustee reports. First up, we got our finance committee, Trustee Jensen.
Thank you, Mayor. One item on the agenda and also announcement of our next meeting, March 21st, 6 p.m. upstairs, I expect. And we will be discussing budget once again, I'm sure. The item that I have on the agenda tonight is a housekeeping item titled an ordinance amending, and this is, by the way, a motion, an ordinance amending Chapter 808 of the Title 8 of the Beach Park, Illinois Village Code by revising fines for dumping. And what this does is it moves the fine for dumping into our fee schedule as pretty much everything else is.
All right. We have a motion. Do we have a second?
Second.
Second by Trustee Addison. Discussion? This isn't a change in the fine. It's just the relocation of the fine to the
That is my recollection
Yep.
from when we discussed it many moons ago.
$50.
And it says right here, basically a housekeeping item.
Just like you said. All right. Roll call, please.
Trustee Jensen.
Aye.
Trustee Miller.
Aye.
Trustee Addison.
Aye.
Trustee Siddick.
Aye.
Trustee Wells.
Aye.
Trustee Gus.
Aye. That's all I have tonight, Mayor.
And that motion passed. Yes.
I was waiting for that.
You're-
That's generally what follows after that, so I didn't want to step on your.
Snow's got me all messed up tonight. I'm off my game. Sorry.
Takes them a minute to count the votes.
Yeah. All right. Next up, we got Parks and Rec. Trustee Gus, what have you got?
We got 102 people coming Friday for our
Ooh.
St. Patty's Day luncheon.
That's awesome.
So hopefully the weather will be good for us.
Yep.
I'm hoping. And then we got pretty much everything all set for our Easter egg coming up on April 8th. And that's it for me tonight.
That's it. And once again, Trustee Addison is guaranteeing good weather for that.
I don't want to say nothing because I don't want to jinx them.
I think it's about 10 days out. I'll make some calls.
Okay.
Okay.
I
Remind
would
me.
appreciate people would appreciate that, so they all show up.
What time is Easter Bunny coming?
The Easter Bunny's going to come. Our favorite time, 9:00.
Nice.
In by 9, out by 9:15. Them kids don't hang around long.
Very good. All right. Next, Planning, Building, Zoning Committee, Trustee Wells.
No report, Your Honor.
Thank you. And then Public Relations and IG Committee, Trustee Miller.
Thank you, Your Honor. I have 3 items tonight, actually, for the board's consideration. And all 3 of these involve a proposed project that addresses a sewer change, I guess I'll put it in simple terms, underneath Sheridan Road. And the first one is a resolution that authorizes the granting of a temporary easement to the Illinois Department of Transportation. This is on Sheridan Road over the Bull Creek culvert. IDOT will be regrading and restoring the village property, which has severely eroded as part of the project. We expect that will happen. And attached to this resolution page are some documentations regarding the temporary easement. Now, this is in conjunction with our village priority to cooperate with other governmental agencies. There is absolutely zero impact to our budget. And so I will make a motion to approve the resolution authorizing the granting of a temporary easement to the Illinois Department of
I
Transportation.
will second it.
A motion by trustee Miller, second by trustee Gus. Discussion?
Yes, actually North Shore Water Reclamation District.
No.
This one?
That's the
No.
second
You have
one.
them out of order? Oh, then I have them out of order. I beg your pardon.
That's okay.
I
So-
stand corrected. I
All
flipped
right.
one too
That was a
many tabs.
spoiler alert for the next one.
Yeah,
Yeah.
right.
Dang it. Any other discussion? All right, roll call, please.
Trustee Miller,
Aye.
trustee Addison,
Aye.
trustee Siddick,
Aye.
trustee Wells,
Aye.
trustee Gus,
Aye.
trustee Jensen.
All
Motion
right.
carries.
And next item is an authorization to execute the granting of a temporary easement to the North Shore Water Reclamation District. And this is also related to the relocation of the sanitary sewer that conflicts with the IDOT construction project on Sheridan Road over the Bull Creek culvert. And attached to the cover document are draft agreements for your consideration and review. And this agreement was reviewed by the village attorney. Yes, and all is kosher. Yes. All right. Kosher. Whatever. You know. So with that, I would say that this is also in conjunction with our village priority to continue working with other governmental agencies. Zero impact to our budget. And I make a motion authorizing the execution of granting a temporary easement to the North Shore Water Reclamation District.
We have a motion.
Second.
And a second by trustee Gus. Discussion? Roll call, please.
Trustee Addison,
Aye.
trustee Siddick,
Aye.
trustee Wells,
Aye.
trustee Gus,
Aye.
trustee Jensen,
Aye.
trustee Miller.
Aye. Yes. Carries.
Motion carries. You guys are going to hold me to that now, aren't you?
I could say it. Okay. Next item is for your consideration an intergovernmental agreement between the Village of Beach Park and the North Shore Water Reclamation District. This is a formal agreement, and it provides for the village's share of the construction costs for this improvement. Our share of the cost and how it impacts our budget is approximately $103,000. This payment is TIF eligible because it is classified as an infrastructure improvement. And so it also is in keeping with our village priority of continuing to work with other governmental agencies. We discussed all three of these items at the intergovernmental committee meetings and unanimous approval to send it forward to the board. So with that, I make a motion authorizing this intergovernmental agreement between the Village of Beach Park and the North Shore Water Reclamation District.
I'll second it.
Motion by trustee Miller, second by trustee Gus. Discussion?
Well, on behalf of the finance committee, this is painful. We get really not a lot of benefit out of this. It just, we have to get out of the way of the IDOT, which
Yeah.
is not always that cooperative with us, but it's a big, it's the 300-pound gorilla, I guess.
Yeah.
Well, I would say the benefit is once North Shore moves their main, the benefit of our portion would be that our sewer will still make it into their main instead of just.
Instead of,
So
instead of
yeah,
going
With the
downhill,
ravine being right there would be,
Yeah, that
you
would
know,
be bad.
there are only a few houses that have been affected if it overflows.
all right. Any other discussion? All right, roll call, please.
Trustee Siddick,
Aye.
trustee Wells,
Aye.
trustee Gus,
Aye.
Trustee Jensen,
I guess.
Trustee Miller,
Aye.
Trustee Addison.
Aye.
Aye. Yes. Motion carries.
Thank you. That's all I have tonight.
All right, next up, we've got Public Safety, Trustee Siddick.
Thank you. I have, the sheriff's department, do you have anything you'd like to share? No. This evening, fire department? All good?
It's good to have you here, though.
It certainly is. You guys be careful out there tonight. Just a reminder, what do we have? Spring Forward this weekend?
Yeah.
Putting the clocks ahead. And to go ahead and, remember to switch off those batteries in your
Oop.
smoke detectors.
Yeah.
And carbon monoxide.
And carbon monoxide, correct, yes, thank you. And, other than that, I think that's about all I had.
All right, thank you very much.
Thank you.
Moving on to Public Works, Trustee Addison.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor. The only thing I would like to say is I don't know if we officially made an announcement at the last meeting when it was Adrian's last meeting, but the announcement now would be that our friend Pat Spencer has been promoted to be the Public Works Director. I think that was a great choice, and I don't know if he's got a tie on for something else today, just for tonight, but you look good no matter how you dress. I appreciate it, and we look forward to many more years of Pat in our Public Works Department. Now he's at the top of the ladder, so.
Congratulations.
Thank you, Pat.
Yeah.
With the glory comes the grief, though. You know?
Yeah.
Maybe the tie helps with the grief.
First snowstorm.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's your first big snowstorm on the top of the rungs.
I remember a certain Chicago mayor that cost dearly during. Well, you
Well, at
know,
least
if I
it
gotta
didn't-
go, I gotta go. Pat. That's all I gotta
At
say.
least it doesn't affect the Public Works Director.
That's right. Oh, boy.
And that's all. There's nothing formal on
All right.
the agenda.
Thank you, sir. The Tax Increment Finance Committee has not met, so there is nothing to report there. Moving on to staff reports.
One item for the board's consideration, Mr. Mayor, Our Lady of Humility is holding their annual fundraising event and has requested a special event permit as well as the special events liquor license and requested a fee waiver for the $75 and the $100 fees associated with those. So the board would need to entertain a motion to waive those fees for the OLA special event.
I'll make a motion.
I'll second it.
We have a motion in 2 seconds. We'll let Trustee Siddick have that one, seeing as
She's on it.
Josh has been pretty quick on the draw. A discussion. All right, roll call, please.
Trustee Wells,
Present.
Trustee Gus.
Aye.
Trustee Jensen,
Aye.
Trustee Miller,
Aye.
Trustee Addison,
Aye.
Trustee Siddick.
All right, that motion carries as well. Anything further from staff? All right.
No, sir, thank you.
We have no old business to consider. Any new business to come before the board tonight? All right, hearing none, this would be the time for citizens that wish to address the board about any and all topics. I see we have some friendly faces back with us again tonight. Brave the storm, as it were. But if you have anything you'd like to say, please step up to the microphone. You know the drill. Oh, it's great to see you. All right. Well, appreciate your braving the storm. Please.
Good evening, Mayor, trustees. Again, introduction, my name's Ken Endress, the Community Planner and Liaison Officer for Naval Station Great Lakes. And I offer the greetings and best wishes from Captain Jason Williamson to you tonight. Just wanted to do a little bit of a summary of the Department of Defense, the Navy, and how it may or may not be able to interface with your community. There are various DoD programs. One of them is called DCIP, Defense Community Infrastructure Program, in which a community can apply for funding for programs that you would benefit if there is a connection with the military. I don't see that happening too much up here in Zion and Beach Park, but there's always a possibility. Another program is RIPPY, and that's for a regional resilience program in which you could possibly be considered with some of the lakefront water that you have adjacent to your land. And another program that's out there is coastal resilience. And this actually comes in shorelines as well as wetlands. And if there is a way in which those areas could be improved, you're studying it, you're wanting to do the improvement after a study, there are possible funds for those types of programs. So I would ask you to consider it. On a couple of these, I recently reached out to communities that are adjacent to the base, but in the future, you might be seeing some of these.
Yeah.
Just a quick summary of a few projects that we are working with other communities. One that I worked with Beach Park was the Trails Way through Zion, Beach Park, Waukegan. And that was only a study and signage and stuff like that. So as a member of the community, I'm hoping to see some of that signage come up. So when I get out there and ride my bike, I'll be able to recognize places.
Yep.
But a few other projects that are being placed in the North Chicago area is the Patriots Path. That's a bike path that's going to be on the north side of Buckley Road, basically going from Independence Grove all the way to the Gray Lakes train station along Sheridan Road. There is another project that is a study that Waukegan and North Chicago is putting in for a study of the Sheridan corridor. I don't know, it might be something and might be worthwhile reaching out to them to figure out if you could be part of that program or can be adjunct to it in the future. And there's another project that those two communities working on, which is actually a Lake County project, Department of Transportation, is Lewis Avenue, which starts at the VA property and runs up to Belvedere and Waukegan. The roadway is being reevaluated relative to accidents, usage, and the road in some areas may be expanded, in some areas will be shrunk to increase safety and other criteria. That's my big speech. The next speech is a farewell one. As of the end of March, I will be retiring from the Navy after 52 years of association. And with that, I have brought along with me Mike Quinlan. He is the designated replacement.
Okay.
And he will have some business cards available to have you. So you can contact him in the future if you need to.
Very good. 52 years. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Definitely.
Wonderful.
Any
Thank you.
questions from the rest of the board?
The only thing that strikes some interest, we are working on a regional walking and bicycle trail that is part of a larger area study that was done through most of the lakefront communities. We have heard about funding, potential funding, and we haven't seen it yet, but we're told that there's a sizable amount to get the project off its feet, onto its feet, I should say. But being that it connects to numerous communities, there might be something there. So we might reach out and see if there's something that makes some sense as we get a little closer to knowing exactly what our timelines might be and what other communities might be participating. So
That's terrific. Unfortunately, I don't remember what the letters stand for, but an acronym is JLUIS, and that is a project in which federal funds that DOD would have could impact that funding.
perfect.
So definitely reach out to us.
Perfect. Excellent. Thank you so much.
And thank you for your attending meetings and letting us know when things are going on. And Mike, I hope you don't mind if we just call you Ken 2.0
No, don't. He's Mike.
for a while. Those are big shoes to fill. Ken's always been a good resource and a good friend.
Without a doubt.
Appreciate
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you
Thank
for
you.
your service.
Yeah, I think, as far as the connectivity trail,
Mhm.
if I recall correctly, those grants are given out like based on scoring for different impacts and things. And I would think that having the Navy or the Department of Defense in a cost sharing type posture, along with that thing wouldn't hurt with the scoring,
Right.
because they have big weapons and all kinds of stuff. So
Yeah. Nobody wants to mess with the Navy
that's right. That might really help with the scoring. So
in Illinois.
I never realized that was available, but it's certainly it's Winthrop Harbor, Zion, Waukegan, North Chicago. It's the whole
Yep.
lakefront trail, all the way there. Then you can encourage the recruits that live off base to ride their bike to and from.
There you go. There you go.
By that time, they're either on a ship, aircraft.
Yeah, true.
Yeah, they try not to let the recruits go very far. Yeah.
But we do have approximately 4,000 technical training crews.
Yep. Wow. Yep. Perfect. Perfect. All right. Anyone else wish to address the board tonight? All right. Well, then.
Well, Mayor, apparently we don't have executive session
Nope.
tonight. Therefore, it'd be my pleasure to offer a motion to adjourn.
We have a motion. Do we have a second?
Second.
All in favor?
Hi.
Aye.
We are adjourned. Thank you.